What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the MME YouTube channel. My name is Tyler Egan, and in today's video we have a special treat for you all. In the MME community, we do 3 to 5 monthly events. Sometimes they're workshops, masterclasses, sometimes they're real-time somatic healing practices, or sometimes they're just live calls where we get together, talk about a topic, and shoot the shit type of thing. I guess it was a week or two ago, we did a Somatic Saturday, and Somatic Saturdays are integrative somatic healing practices that we do together. And so what we want to do is we want to share this live call with you. We want to share it's the replay, it's not going to be live, but we're going to share the replay from this particular Somatic Saturday. In this, we do a couple of different positions or exercises to help alleviate certain tension points within the body. We do specific breath work to help loosen up some of that stored prana, that stuck energy within the body. And it's really focused on healing the root chakra. So for this, I have a few recommendations for we skip past all of the introductory shit and get right into the practice. The first thing is I want to encourage you to make sure you are in a safe space where you can fully practice this without a fear of judgment or concern about what anybody in your household may be thinking of you. And I also want to encourage you to see it all the way through. You've already seen the length of the video, and the reason it's so lengthy is because I'm explaining some of these things as we go. So I really want to encourage you to see it all the way through. With that also being said, I want to encourage you to set an intention for this practice. We always do this together as a group, but also have your own intentions that you're setting and why you are specifically, as an individual, taking up this somatic healing practice with us. The last two things I want to recommend to you all is to set the mood by putting on some light, maybe meditative music, binaural beats, things of that sort in the background, something that kind of helps set the tone, the energy within the room that you're in, and maybe even something of scent, like an incense. Burn some sage before you get involved with it, or like an oil diffuser. I have one right here. It's plugged in, so I can't show you, but like I got the essential oil. That's what I'm looking for. So set the mood with scents and music of sorts, something soft, something light, something that's not going to disrupt what we're practicing here. I would put it in the video, but I'm still learning the ins and outs of the YouTube rules and regulations when it comes to music copyrights and stuff like that. So sooner or later, I will include them into the videos. But for now, I want to encourage you to set the mood within the frame that you're establishing in the room you're in right now by putting on some light music, something you enjoy, something that will set the mood and encourage the healing process. So with that out of the way, if you guys take anything from this video, if you enjoy the content we share, we'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like and a comment on the video, and please subscribe for more content like this. If you like these types of practices, drop a comment down below, let us know, and we will be sure to share more of them. I have so many ideas working up here in the old noodle. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. So we're going to get started in 5 minutes here. Welcome to another Somatic Saturday. I'm excited. I got the chills. This is going to be good. This is going to be a subtle and simple somatic practice, yet quite effective. We're going to be doing. I'm going to go over it all, but we're going to combine some subtle movement, some subtle positioning within the body, some breath work, and we're just going to let the body flow from there. So. Okay, we'll get started in a few moments today. I'm recording on my phone here today, so if you're here now with us, go ahead and drop in the live chat. Let us know how you're doing today. If you're watching on the replay and you're getting yourself ready, drop it in the comments. Let us know how you're doing today. There's a few things I wanted to say. A couple quick announcements I want to share before we get started here with the event. I connected with a woman on the Instagrams a few months back. She's a DJ and like a music producer, so to speak. I'm just gonna go with DJ and producer. She's a DJ and producer, and she puts together these really awesome like melodic house mixes on YouTube. I found her like 2 years ago. I was just looking for a workout playlist, so I didn't have to keep changing songs. And I came across this hour-and-a-half long mix, which was perfect. And it was amazing. I mean, the music was great. She had some like voiceovers in there, just like subtle reminders to you as you were listening. And listening to her mixes while I was training turned into like this movement meditation. And so through these somatic practices and what have you, that I have been introducing to you all, as well as practicing in my own life in all these different ways, I decided like I wanted to team up with her so that I could get her to make a mix so we could do like a movement meditation where it would be a lot of somatic movement, and I would be it'd be like a guided somatic movement meditation would be probably the best way to phrase it right now, because I haven't come up with a better way of phrasing it yet. And so that's coming very soon. Her and I connected at the end of last summer, and things haven't aligned just yet. But it's definitely on my to-do list, and I think it'll be a lot of fun and it'll be really valuable for you all. So I'm excited, and I just want to share that. I'm speaking this shit into existence. So yeah, I just got the chills. So what time is it? Where are we at here? All right, we'll get started in a little under 2 minutes here. But yeah, so we got that coming down the pipeline. If you didn't see in the Discord server yet, all of the March events are scheduled, so you can go ahead and book your slot for the upcoming events whenever you have time. What other announcements do we got going on? What other things do we have going on? Oh, we made some updates to the TrainRise platform. We restructured the way the breathwork stuff and the somatic. Well, I uploaded a whole bunch of somatic practices and techniques, as well as reorganized the breathwork section. We're restructuring it for what it's going to look like coming soon. So there's a lot of ideas, a lot of moving parts coming in the pipeline, a lot more content coming your way that's going to be extremely useful for you all. And I am very excited for it all. It's just a lot of moving parts. So I appreciate your patience and your cooperation through it all. It's been very useful, or very, very helpful. So cheers, y'all. We'll get started in just a few moments here. So while we're waiting for everybody to get in, or while you're all getting settled in, a few quick things. Okay, actually it's 9 o'clock, so this is perfect timing. Okay, so welcome everybody to Somatic Saturday Grand Rising. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful yet brutally cold Saturday morning here in New Jersey, at least. Today's somatic practice is healing our roots. It's all about healing stored trauma in the root chakra, and this can manifest in the hips, the pelvic region. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the root chakra is at the base of the spine where the hips lie. So, and as Shakira says, if you guys have been around for any length of time or have seen any of the content I've posted over the years, Shakira is my #1 guru. Her song says it, your hips don't lie. And, you know, if there's a lot going on down here, tightnesses, pain, chronic illnesses, that could be a sign that maybe there's a disconnection of energy flow within your root chakra. Today we're here to move through that, take that energy, re-energize the area, transmute the negativity, and direct it towards the life of health, vitality, longevity that we all crave. And even better said, that we all deserve. So today's somatic practice is going to be healing the root chakra, healing our roots, moving stored energy in the hip region. And so our intention is just that. to work with the energies that show up within and for us. And so what that means is thought patterns, energetic patterns. Like if anxiety and shit like that shows up, emotions, if you feel sad, just the intention is to heal this. And in order to heal this, we must feel this. And in order to feel this, we must allow what is going to unfold. So the intention today is to allow whatever energies are coming up from this region of the body to come up and feel them and be with them and hold the space for them. Okay, so this may go without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. You will need a safe space to perform this practice in. So as you're getting situated here, please find a quiet room free of noise of partners and children and grandchildren or nieces and nephews or dogs and cats, unless the cat's going to get involved today or the dog wants to perform some of this stuff. I'm totally here for that. You're going to need a safe space. And what I recommend is, as I was mentioning in the little introduction before we got started here, I have a whole bunch of projects coming up. One of the things I haven't figured out how to do yet is to add music to the live streams like this. Like I have soft music playing in the background. You can probably maybe subtly hear it. And I know it won't be flagged for copyright issues. But that's a whole different topic for a different day because that's another issue. So I want to recommend that you put on some like soft meditation music, some binaural beats in the background, kind of set the tone. And if you, I don't know if you can see it. You can see it. I have my oil diffuser going right here. If you have incense, light, something like that, these somatic practices can genuinely be enhanced the more we can get our senses involved. So I have the sense of smell going here, right? I got the ears with the music, right? Now, if I had some honey, I would lather myself up and eat it. I actually do have honey over there, but I'm not going to do that. But yeah, the more the senses we get involved, the more we can be embodied in the practice. And the more we can be embodied in the practice, the more we can connect the mind and body, and the more we can be present and be the space to hold whatever shows up for us today. Okay, so I recommend some soft meditation music for the majority of the practice, and then the back end of the practice, I'm gonna let you know when. We're gonna move and groove a little bit. All right, we're gonna move some of this motherfucking energy that shows up for us today. So I want to invite you to also have a couple of songs maybe floating around in the back of your mind that you put on so you can groove to it a little bit. Some things you will need. I recommend some yoga blocks, like 1 to 2, if you got them. Maybe a pillow and blanket for the back end of the practice here today, and then water because hydration is always awesome. Okay, so a brief walkthrough. What we're going to do today is we're going to start the practice off in a seated position. So I'm in what they call the hero's pose right now. So I'll show you from the side. That's just in essentially a kneeling position. Now, I recommend you do the practice in this position if you feel comfortable and your body can maintain this position for 10 minutes, give or take. If you can't, what you can do is you can always put some yoga blocks underneath your butt to soften the blow, put some pillows here instead. And if that's still uncomfortable, you can always just do a cross-legged position, prop your butt up with the yoga blocks, sit with your back against the wall, whatever you got to do to get into as much of a neutral position as you possibly can. So we can maximize the breath work we're going to get into. Excuse me. So I recommend the hero's pose. If you can't get into that in an assisted position or in a regular position, that's totally cool too. Now, the reason we're doing this is because it actually might put your feet to sleep a little bit. So we're going to constrict the blood flow in the lower extremities here. And then we're going to do an inversion practice in a little bit, which is going to reverse the blood flow. So it can be really good to drain some of the lymphatic fluid and move some of the stuck energy that might be in the lower extremities because of the hips being stiff and that root chakra being blocked. Okay, so that's going to be the first part of it. So we're going to be in this position, whether we're sitting down in a cross-leg position or like this, or even if you need to lay down, that's totally cool too, whatever you got to do. We're going to do that for about 10 minutes, and we're going to alternate between the expulsion breath, and I'm going to demonstrate that in a moment here, and then Ujjayi breathing. We're going to do 15 of each, and I'm going to guide you through that, and we're going to do it all together. Now, if at any point you have to stop or you know, it feels like it's too much as we're doing the breathwork practice in this position, I want to encourage you now just to return to a normal breathing pattern. And when you're ready to reintroduce yourself back into what we're doing, you can just pick up wherever we are. Okay. Now, as we're doing this, when you're sitting down or we're doing the breathing, we're going to be like I said, we're going to be alternating between the expulsion breath and the ujjayi breathing. And so in a sense, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing with both ends of the nervous system spectrum. So we're going to hyper arouse our nervous system with the expulsion breath. So it's going to be like, right? And then we're going to do ujjayi breathing, which is going to be that nasal breathing with a constriction in the throat and that ocean-like sound coming through that portion of the throat, which is going to help down-regulate the nervous system. And so as we do this, you may start to notice pain or discomfort, uncomfortable thinking, uncomfortable emotions, sensations showing up for you. As they show up, if you can push past the boundaries of your egoic structures in those moments, I want to encourage you to do that now and encourage you to do so by tapping wherever you're feeling it in your body to bring even more awareness to that portion of the body. Like I already can feel it in my hip. My right hip holds a lot of the tension in this part of the body for me. And so I already know this part of the hip is going to flare up throughout it. So I already have a plan as to what I'm going to do. So when that starts to show up and the discomfort arises, just tap your body wherever you're feeling, because it might not be in the lower extremity region, right? It might be in your head. Like if you're getting super anxious, just start tapping here. Just bring awareness to it. So you can bring your conscious awareness back to the fact that I am the witnessing this discomfort. I am not the discomfort, right? Okay, so that's going to be the first portion. Then we're going to move into a supported bridge pose. So that's where the yoga blocks come in, if you're not already using them, of course. I'm going to have to do this from an angle so y'all can see it. So if you've never done this before, I mean, you guys probably know what a bridge is. So, you know, you just prop your butt up. Now, what we're going to do here is we're not going to be actively contracting the muscles in the same way. So we're going to put the yoga blocks. I'm using 2 because my yoga blocks are a bit more narrow. You're going to put these right underneath the base of your spine to support your hips. And then we're just going to hang out here and we're going to do box breathing for a little bit. And again, I'm going to cue you through the box breathing as well. So you don't have to necessarily think about that one either. Okay. So you can see it's like, if you can feel your butt cheeks right in the middle and slightly above, you'll feel like the base of your spine, you'll feel that bony structure. That's where we're going to put it. Now, if you have thicker yoga blocks, you can put them the tall way and you can prop it up. But mine are too narrow and I usually fall when I try to do that. So I like to use both of them. Okay, so that's what we're going to do next. And then, I probably should stay there. And then we're going to go into the supine staff pose. And we're just going to return to normal breathing at that point. Okay, you can still see me, cool. So at that point, again, yoga blocks are still going to be under us. You can put 1 or 2 or whatever you got to do. Ooh, that rhymes. And then we're just going to let our feet come up. Again, this is the inversion practice I was mentioning earlier. Now at this point, we're just going to return to normal breathing and we're just going to be with whatever is unfolding in the moment. Whatever energies are showing up, whatever our minds are saying, et cetera, et cetera. Now, if you do the hero's pose when we're doing the breath work, your feet may fall asleep. And this happens to me sometimes. And this is where we start to reverse the blood flow and drain some of that lymphatic fluid. And it's a unique, I'll just say this, it's a unique feeling. Okay. And then when we're done with that, we're going to get up and we're going to shake that shit out. We're going to shake it all out. Get up. And I'm actually going to offer a few things while we're in the supine staff pose, a few different things you can do with your legs if you want to get a little bit more out of it. But then we're going to get up and we're going to move and groove a little bit. We're going to shake our bodies. We're going to shake our hips a little bit. We're going to bounce so we can get some of that lymphatic fluid moving a little bit more and draining. Excuse me. And then that's when we're going to put on whatever our dance tune of the day is. And we're just going to groove. We're going to flow with whatever our bodies are feeling. And in those moments, I want to encourage you to just be present with whatever shows up. If like you feel silly because you don't normally dance or you don't like to dance, whatever it is, it's just Let it be there and move anyway. Because you are the consciousness experiencing what's unfolding, right? You are the consciousness experiencing it. You are not the thing. You are not the judgment. You are not the feeling of the judgment, right? You are the one experiencing it. And we can start to get into our bodies more and feel into them and recognize that and own and embody that. All right. And then at the very, very end, for the last 5 minutes or so, we're just going to lay down. We're going to grab our pillows and blankets. We're going to get comfortable. And we're just going to let the practice sink in and feel whatever we're here to feel. Hold ourselves if we need to. If you move enough of this energy that it just wants to come the fuck out of you. And before we get started with everything today, I want to say this. This practice, while, I mean, we haven't even started yet, and I can already feel myself releasing certain things because I keep getting the chills. The human body releases energy in such a variety of ways. And so I want to encourage you to, if you don't recognize yourself releasing anything right at the end or throughout the practice, if we go through the roughly 30 minutes it's going to take, and you don't have a release in those 30 minutes, I want to encourage you to not give up, because you could release things a little bit later. Sometimes we have to teach the body safety, and then there's a delay effect before it manifests and the release actually comes, because the body's not used to safety. And we're going to teach the body safety through this practice today by tapping into the mind and body. And sometimes your body may need that little bit of duration to feel the safety for it to sink in. And then, later tonight, when all the stress hormones come down, you're like, you just have this big release and you cry, or you have boogers come out of your mouth. Like this, I mean, energy can release in so many different ways. It could be a yawn. It could be a burp. Like there's a variety of ways. So I want to encourage you to just trust the practice and trust that even if it doesn't happen right away, it will happen. It may happen today. It may happen tomorrow. It may happen all fucking week, because you might stir up enough energy. All right. Okay. So now let us get into it. You can go ahead and get into the position that you wish to get into, whether you're sitting down like myself, or you're going to put someone on your butt. You're going to sit cross-legged. You got to sit with your back up against the wall. Oh, for the supine step pose, one thing I want to add real fast. If you cannot get in that position in a comfortable fashion, hey guys, nice and up close. And just turn myself over here. You can always do it with a couch. And just put might be a little bit easier for some of you. You can put your feet up against the wall fully like this, where the wall is right here, or you can use the couch. This is totally cool too. We're still getting the body inverted. It's reversing the blood flow. It all is going to work out smoothly. Okay, let's fucking do this. The camera guy took the day off again. Okay, we're good here. Okay, cool. So again, put on your soft music, get a comfortable position, whatever your thing is. Take a quick swag of water here. And let's get started. So we're going to do 15 expulsion breaths. And real quick, let me just show you those two things real fast. Just a quick little refresher for anybody who needs it. So the expulsion breath is, we're going to take a deep breath in. This is going to be all through the mouth. Deep breath in. You want to think about pulling the breath from like the top of the rib cage. So, okay. And like you're gasping for air. So you should be able to hear that little like screech-ish, that little whining noise in the back of my throat when I do this, like that. We're reaching for something like that. And do this to the point where you feel comfortable. Okay. You should feel an expansion of the ribs right around here. And then you're releasing it all through your mouth. Really trying to open up the lungs. And here's one other way. I shared this in another practice we did before, but the breath idea came to me from so for anybody who is new or to the community and doesn't know me that well just yet, may not know this about me. I smoked for like a decade, from when I was like 13 to 20, my early 20s, somewhere in there. And when I was a teenager getting into smoking, the kid who taught me how to inhale the smoke from a cigarette had me take a hit one day, and he's just like, okay, so when you take the hit, you want to think, my mom's coming. And so that idea came to me when I was doing a breathwork practice one day. So this is where the breathwork comes in. So when you do it, if that helps, think, my mom's coming. Like you're gasping for air, holding it in so she doesn't see you blowing out the smoke. If that helps anybody. But yeah, so you feel it in the top of the rib cage. Think about expanding the lungs. So you should feel the rib cage expand a little bit. Let out as much as you can through the mouth. You can kind of purse your lips together. Okay. So 15 of those, and I will guide you through it, and then we'll go into the Ujjayi breathing. All right. And again, real quick for anybody who needs a refresh on the Ujjayi breathing, in through the nose, out through the nose, and then you're going to contract your throat and make like an ocean-like swishing noise in the back of your throat. Like, it's almost like you're pushing the air out through your throat. It should sound like an ocean. Okay. And here we go. Okay. So take a deep breath in and out. Breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. You may start to feel the blood rushing to your head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Just let that be there. You might feel anxious or a lot of overthinking. And out. Just let it be there. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 Now we'll switch to the Ujjayi breathing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now you'll start to feel your nervous system come back down. Breathe in. Breathe out. And if it doesn't happen right away, just notice what's here. In and out. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a deep breath in and release it. Really contract that throat and feel and hear that ocean-like sound. Breathe in and out. At this one, I want you to think about pulling the energy from the base of the spine and feeling what's in that region of the body. Breathe in and release it. Breathe in, release it. Breathe in, release it. Breathe in, release it. Big breath in, expand the rib cage. Release it. Big breath in, pull the air, pull the energy from the base of the spine, fill the belly, expand the rib cage. And release it. Big breath in. 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 Feel your nervous system relax. Release it. Last one, big breath in. And release it. We'll hang out here. Return to normal breathing for a moment. And then we'll come back to the expulsion breath. I want to invite you now to just explore what you're experiencing. Listen to your thoughts and recognize that they're not you. Allow your breath to be a vehicle to the higher states of consciousness to recognize those. Recognize the thoughts and feelings and sensations. Any worries that may be showing up for you about what you have to do today, or what you forgot to do today, or what you want to do today. In a moment here, we'll get started again with the expulsion breath. And I want to invite you to be present with the stress that floods your body as we start to take these deep breaths again. Breathing through the mouth, especially in the way we're doing it, is going to hyper arouse. And I don't mean that in an extreme sense. I mean, it's going to arouse the nervous system to fight or flight. So your natural response to stress will be triggered. And I want to invite you now to hold the space for that, okay? All right, and we'll begin now. So take a deep breath in and release it. Take a deep breath in, release it. Deep breath in, expand the rib cage, release it. Deep breath in, release it, let all the energy go. Take a deep breath in and fill your lungs, fill your body with all the energy you possibly can. Release it. Release all that negative energy. Release all of it. Deep breath in. Release it. Take a deep breath in. Release it. Release all of it. Let it all go. All that negativity. Deep breath in. Release it. Deep breath in. Release it. Take a deep breath in. Release it. Feel how this time your nervous system isn't getting as stressed out. Feel how you're able to maintain a regulated nervous system a bit. Take a deep breath in. Release it. Let it all go. All that negative energy. Take a deep breath in. And release it. Deep breath in. Release it. Take a deep breath in. And release it. If you're feeling tingling sensations or anything of that nature in your body, just let it be there. You're starting to tap into your autonomic nervous system, that parasympathetic nervous system. That's a good thing. This is where we rewire the nervous system. Take a deep breath in. Last one, take a big breath. And release it. Let it all go. Relax that jaw. Release all that energy, all the air. And now we'll return to Ujjayi breath. Deep breath in. And release it. Deep breath in. Release it. Deep breath in. Release it. Feel as your nervous system's coming back down. Deep breath in. Receive the relaxation as it envelops your body. Release it. Deep breath in. Release it. Take a deep breath in. Release it. Take a deep breath in. Receive the relaxation. Receive the recovery. Receive the healing energy. And release all the negativity. Release all the blocks. Release all the trauma stored in the body. Deep breath in. Release it. 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 Deep breath in. You're almost there. You're doing fantastic, everyone. Release it. Deep breath in. Receive the healing energy and receive this from me now. I'm proud of you for doing this work. And release it. Now take a few moments before we move into the next part of the practice and just be with what's here for a moment. Notice the sensations in your body. Notice where you're feeling it. And now I want to invite you to do any tapping, any areas you notice stiffness, tightness. If you haven't already, feel free to do it now. Tap areas that you feel maybe disconnected from, any tightnesses, any discomfort, any pain, and just tap it to bring more awareness into the area. Wherever that is in your body, there's no right or wrong spot. It's all about meeting you where you're at. Just be with it and return to a normal breath as we do this. In a few moments here, we'll move into the transition to the inversion. As you're doing the tapping, just tune into what you're feeling as you do it. What emotions are getting kicked up or stirred up. Maybe nothing at all, and you're just noticing the tightness because you've relaxed your mind and body through the breath, right? Maybe you're noticing specific emotions in specific areas. Maybe a story's getting kicked up. Maybe you're noticing an old story you have and an emotion attached to that story. Give yourself permission right now to listen to that story, to feel that story. Tell that part of you that it's okay to feel that way. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to be upset. You're allowed to feel upset in my body. You're allowed to feel sad in my body. You're allowed to feel disconnected in my body. You're allowed to feel unloved or unworthy in my body. You're safe now. I've got you. Let's take one deep breath in together. And on the exhale, I want you to relax your jaw. and release all of it. I almost forgot I was here for a moment. All right, let's let's get into the next portion of this. Okay, so now we're gonna move to supported bridge pose, and we are going to do. Oh man. Okay, so take your time getting out of that position. If you were sitting in the hero's pose, I forgot to mention that. I apologize. If you rush yourself out of that, it can be a little spicy to get out of that one. A little tender on the knees. Maybe your feet fell asleep or something like that. Like, yeah, totally take your time getting out of that position. Um, and we'll move into the supported bridge. So again, for this, we're gonna put the yoga blocks underneath our tush or underneath the base of the spine. And for this, I'm gonna guide you through a few rounds of box breathing, and um, I want to encourage you all to feel the support that the blocks offer you. A lot of lower back pain, while it can stem from overuse injuries and physical injuries and stuff like that, it can insist and persist and consist because we feel unsupported in certain areas of our lives. And so we can use the blocks. Oh my God, my feet are falling asleep. We can use the blocks as a means to teach ourselves, specifically in that region of the body, what it feels like to feel supported. All right, let's do this. Okay, so put your feet underneath your knees, and we're going to take the yoga blocks. We're going to prop our hips up, and we're going to nice and gently put these blocks right underneath of the lower part of the spine, and just allow your hips to relax. Take a deep breath in and release it. And just let your hips relax and feel the support the block's offering you right now. In a moment here, we'll get started with the box breathing. And I want to encourage you to take your hands and put it right around your ribs to really feel the expansion of your rib cage here. Okay, box breathing, we're going to do 4-second intervals. We're going to do an inhalation, a hold, an exhalation, and a hold. All right, take a deep breath in, hold, release it, hold, breath in, hold, release it, hold, breathe in, hold, release it, hold, big breath in, hold, release it, hold, breathe in, release, hold, sorry, release it, deep breath in, hold, release it, hold, breath in, hold, release it, hold, breathe 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 in, hold, release it,
hold, breathe in, hold, release it, hold, breathe in, hold, release it, hold, breathe in, hold, release it, and relax. All right, now when you're ready, and I'll show you from the side again, just so you can see what's going on here. Oh, oops. Take yoga blocks are already in this position. Right now, we're just gonna throw our feet up in the air, and if you need to, feel free to put your feet up against the wall. I'll give you a moment if anybody needs to move. Put your feet up on the couch, like I showed you in the beginning of the video. Whatever you need to do, and we're just gonna hang out here. You can return to your normal breathing, and I want to encourage you whenever you get into your position, whatever your position is, to let your legs move in whatever way they want. You can hang out stagnantly like this, but like I feel myself wanting to flail around like a fish out of the water with my legs like this, you know? And I like doing this sometimes to move some of that energy. So I want to encourage you to move your legs in whatever way you want. Like this is a really good hip opener. And so wherever you feel comfortable, just let your legs open up. Like the more you open up like this, you may feel some more of that trauma that you have stored in here being kicked up. Because like think about it, we're in a really vulnerable position like this, whether you're a male or a female, right? Our reproductive organs are right here and they're vulnerable and we're opening ourselves up. We got our ass to the sky. And like this part of the region is very sensitive. So it's like there's a part of this region of the body is very sensitive. And it's like, okay, so like we may start this may show us some where some of the trauma is stored, what some of it is. So I want to encourage you to explore your body here. Whatever you feel comfortable doing, whatever you feel comfortable feeling, whatever you feel comfortable experiencing. Remind yourself if anxiety or overthinking or your mind starts analyzing, if all that stuff gets kicked up. I'm just here to remind you that you're the space experiencing it. You're not the thoughts, you're not the emotions, and they're valid. So listen to them, feel them, and whenever you're ready, just move your feet, move your legs, explore your body. Explore your body. Do whatever you feel called to do right now. If it's just to hang out here, just hang out here. All right, you ready? You can lower your feet back down nice and easy. Remove the blocks from underneath your touch. And we're going to get up and move and groove a little bit. Just take a moment. I'm going to have to adjust my camera really fast. Put some of your tunes on. Get yourself situated. The last time I let the camera guy take a day off. The camera guy is my alter ego, by the way. It's part of me that set up the camera this morning. All right. All right. I gotta move this thing back a little bit.
All right, y'all. Now, whenever you're ready, get into a normal standing position here. And we're going to start by shaking it out a little bit. We're going to shake it out. We're going to bounce it out. We're going to shake it out. We're going to bounce it out. We're going to shake it out. We're going to bounce it out. I want you to shake out your legs whatever way you want. You can shake out your body. Just let it all go. Release all of it. Whatever you notice show up today as you start to do this, claim it right now. Affirm it right now. I am releasing. I am expelling the energy that you experienced. I am expelling the traumatic energy. I'm expelling the stress energy. I am expelling whatever it is for you. Whatever speaks most to you, whatever's showing up here right now, speak it into fucking existence, right? Okay. I am, because like, so my thing is like, I had this story that I'm a loser and I'm broken. That's been kind of showing up for me today. And that's really where I feel it is in the hip. So I'm releasing my story that I'm a loser. Shake it out. Move those hips. Shake your ass. Shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it. You can bounce around if you need to. That's good. No matter how silly you think you look, you're probably doing. That's awesome. So put on your favorite tune and let it just take you somewhere. No right or wrong way to do it, y'all. Just be with the emotions, breathe, be with the energy, be with the patterns that are showing up for you right now, and just expel it out of your body with the words. You're speaking it while you're grooving. Now, see, I understand I look like a complete buffoon, and I fucking love that. I don't even know what I'm doing, but it feels really good. All right. And whenever you're ready, man, just start dancing a little bit. Just let yourself, let the song take you, whatever you're listening to. This is why I don't teach dance lessons, by the way. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. See, I feel really called to just move my hips a lot right now and all the different ways that they can move. Good thing today's a day at the gym where I'm going to do some hip stuff, do some butt stuff. Oh! Ooh, let's go. All right, y'all. We're going to start wrapping up there. So are you ready? We're actually going to head back down to the floor, the mat, wherever you're at. We're going to take a few minutes and we're just going to let it all sink in a little bit. We're going to soak in. We're going to feel it all. We're going to be with ourselves. Get yourself in a comfortable position. Lay down. You can put a blanket on. You can do your thing, whatever way you want. A pillow, blanket. Shut the lights out. Give you all a moment here, and just be present with whatever is showing up. Let the practice from today sink in. Let yourself feel and be with what is, not resisting it, not fighting it, not being attached to it, releasing the attachment to it, whatever the story is, whatever the story was, whatever the story was gonna be, it's not. This is, right? Okay. Lay down, arms and feet out in front of you, out by the side, maybe for your arms. And just relax and maintain or find a normal breathing rhythm. Just feel what you feel in your body. What are you noticing? What are you feeling? Whenever you're ready, just take a deep breath in together. Release it. You can roll over to your side and take one hand, cross over, and push yourself up. A little bit easier way to get up, a little less stress on the back, you know. And yeah, that's it, everybody. That's going to be our somatic Saturday for healing our roots, healing our root chakra, and releasing the stored energy in the lumbar pelvic region, because it's like the lower back hip region. So anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in to today's somatic Saturday. I hope it brought you as much as it did me, because I feel fucking amazing right now. My hips, like, I just, as we were just sitting there letting the practice soak in, I could feel my right hip releasing more tension, and it just feels so good right now. And I am very grateful that you all held this space with me. Thank you for being here with me today. Thank you for continuing to do this work. I'm proud of you all. I'm rooting for you all. Feel free to share whatever shows up for you in the Discord server. I'd love to hear it. And it looks like we actually have about 10 minutes left. So I'm going to kill the, I'm not going to kill it. I'm going to end the recording and everything like that. And we'll have 10 minutes just to hang out and chat and catch up with whoever decides to hang around. So thank you all so much for being here today. And I will see you in the next one. Peace out.